Hello, I'm Miles, and if you can't tell, I like Garfield. Like a lot, like probably to an unhealthy amount, but it's probably the autism. But anyways, I'm sorry for not posting on YouTube for around probably 2 years at this point. It's 1 or 2 years. I'm very, very bad at time, and I didn't check before this video. But I know all of you missed me super, 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 super much. But anyways, I'm very active on my other social media. Very active is used very, very lightly because I probably don't post as much as I used to because I work a very bad job. But anyways, here's my other social medias if you want to follow me. But yeah, I like Garfield more than the average person probably does and probably should. Um, if you can't see, I spent a ton of money on Garfield. I have a whole shrine. I even have a whole coin-operated ride and a massive Garfield that is like 6 feet tall probably. He's permanently tattooed on my body, but even I wouldn't commit crime for this fat orange cat. But I probably should because I'm slowly running out of money. But yeah, if you can't tell by the title of this video, there was a group of people in the 1980s who decided that they would commit crime for Garfield. Also, I forgot, I'm sorry if I look stupid. I moved up a little bit in the world. I'm no longer recording on an iPhone, but this is the only microphone I currently have. So yeah, you gotta bear with my funky ears. It's also a tiny bit curved, and I don't know what happened there. But yeah, let's get into Garfield. I just got this guy off my shelf. This is the guy that we're going to be talking about today. Can you believe this guy caused over 40 car break-ins in the Los Angeles area in the 1980s? Just look into his eyes. It's pure evil, pure criminality. Just look. My lighting has gotten darker since I started recording, so ignore the fact that it's all like messed up. But anyways, I know you're probably like, Miles, how is this guy responsible for all those crimes? Well, let me tell you. So I'm going to get into the tiniest bit of Garfield like history with you. It's like just bare bones. Okay, for your briefest history lesson, Jim Davis saw that there was like an oversaturation of dogs in media, so he was like, hey, I'm gonna make a cat and it's gonna be cool. So he made this little guy. And what would you have known? He was right. He was marketable. That's why I have all these plushies. If he wasn't marketable, I wouldn't have bought it. But yeah, that is what it comes down to. Jim Davis saw that cats were like very prevalent in media, so he made one. So fast forwarding in 1987 is where the Stuck on You window cling was originally made, and he was made by complete accident. That's right, the guy that caused all those break-ins. He was an accident. He wasn't even supposed to be here. He went against God's word. But anyways, jokes aside, some more history. This guy, he wasn't supposed to have suction cups. He was actually supposed to have Velcro. And he was supposed to stick to curtains, stick to couches, stick to whatever you would stick Velcro to, I guess. But instead of throwing out the mistake, Jim Davis was like, I'm going to stick this to my window, and if it sticks, I'm going to sell it. And he did. And who knows if that was a good decision. Either way it was, because he's a cutie patootie. Just look at him. I don't care if he caused break-ins. It wasn't his fault. He was the one being kidnapped. But Jim Davis deciding to keep him in production was a very, very good financial decision because this guy blew up. They sold over 2 million the first year. He had his own TV commercial, which was like very shocking in the 80s for something like this to have a TV commercial.
Baby, I'm stuck like glue. I'm stuck on you. Hide in the kitchen, hide in the hall. It ain't gonna do you no good at all. 'Cause once I get you and the kissing starts, a team of wild horses couldn't tear us apart. I'm gonna stick like glue.
Garfield Stuck on You.
Yeah, I'm
From Dakin.
stuck on you.
So the Stuck on You window cling was undoubtedly a massive success. But how did this plush become connected to a string of car robberies? How was he the main point of focus when he was just a 1999 plush that is massively available? And that is also what stumped police on this case. Police in Los Angeles started getting reports of car break-ins, and they were like, oh, it must be normal car break-ins. They're looking for things of value, purses, radios, even CDs. But no, all of those and all of these car break-ins were untouched. And the only thing missing, yeah, he was the only thing missing. These people were not looking to make money. They were not looking for valuables. They weren't even looking to just mess with people. They were just looking for him, which left everyone stumped because even though he was a massive success and very in demand, you could easily buy him for $19.99 and not risk going to jail, not risk getting charged with anything. Nothing. You could just buy him yourself. So police were undoubtedly very, very confused. And so was everyone else. Even Dakin, the company that made him, was confused. If you had evidence that you were in the case report that your Garfield was stolen, they were sending out replacements. So yeah, police basically had nothing to go on besides the fact whoever was committing these break-ins loved Garfield and wanted him very, very badly. So that did not limit that did not limit their search. That did not help their search at all because what do they do with that information? You can't really do anything with that. Fast forwarding a year in 1988 is when they finally got like some sort of like explanation. So this guy was arrested on completely different theft charges, like unrelated to the Garfield incidents. And he stated that he knew who these people were, at least like in a general sense. He said that they were a group of kids who were doing it to get this guy for their girlfriends. So I guess he was just an act of love. I don't know how else to explain it. But how many kids were there? Because there was over 40 car break-ins where this guy was missing. So did these guys just have multiple girlfriends? Or was it like 40 plus kids who wanted to get their girlfriend a Garfield? So I don't really know how to feel about the whole situation because like it was an act of love, at least. Like, you know, they were trying to be romantic, but at what cost? At what cost? You could have just spent the $19. I don't think any of the kids were ever caught whatsoever, but I need to know, is there like anyone out there that like, have you received a stolen Garfield in the 80s? Did your like middle school boyfriend get you a stolen Garfield? I feel like the people need answers at some point because this story just doesn't have a good enough ending for me. It's legit, a guy got caught, claims he knew what happened. There's no like proof or anything else. No one ever got arrested in connections to the Garfield crimes. So yeah, that is all I have for you, which is so disappointing because like I feel like there needs to be more. It's also just confusing how no one was ever caught for 40 plus car break-ins, and it was just kind of forgotten about. But yeah, that is all we know about the Garfield car break-ins. I'll link the article down below that I used in this video to get some of my information. But yeah, I feel sad. I feel like I'm leaving you guys on like a cliffhanger. But yeah, sorry if I'm a little jumbled around or stutter. I'm very bad at talking to the camera. I didn't use a script for this video because I wrote one and I try to read it and that just doesn't feel like me. I don't like reading scripts. I just like talking off my head, which is probably why this video probably sucks. But anyways, feel free to do whatever you want. You can subscribe, you can like, you can do whatever. But thank you for watching me and Garfield. Goodbye.